Now, I had to give my winner this week to DJ Daniel, the 13-year-old brain cancer survivor who was honoured by Donald Trump during his speech to a joint session of Congress this week. You might remember Donald Trump gave him a real standout. It was a standing ovation for DJ Daniel, but I had to laugh. He was asked by a reporter about his views on a few things, and he's had some strong words for the Democrats. Have a look.
What would your one piece of advice for the Secret Service be?
Please stop being mean to President Trump, because if I see you being mean to him, I'm coming after you.
I love that. I think you need to become the director of the Secret Service. DJ, it is such an honor to have met you.
Hold up, I got one more thing to say.
He has one more thing to say. I won't interrupt you.
If you're a Democrat and you're being mean to President Trump, I'm on your bumper.
Isn't he just so cute?
No, I just love him. But, you know, isn't it cute that a kid that age really could see how absurd the Democrats were? You know, I just think that they're so articulate, those kids in America too, aren't they?
They are.
The education system obviously does them proud. But
yes.
I just think how brilliant of Trump to identify that kid and the others that he singled out because he really pulls at the heartstrings. He's the essence of America, and I just think he's a real little fighter, and the brilliance of Trump showed through. I'm sure it wasn't just premeditated to, you know, win some support, but I just think that kid needed to be acknowledged, and it's just heartwarming to see.
It is heartwarming to see. Well, apparently the Dems didn't even stand up at that point. I mean, hardly
Unbelievable.
surprising. They all look like they were just sold sourpusses at the event, actually. Now, your loser of the week, you've given it this week to Alex Dyson, running for Dan Tehan's seat of Wannon. One of his old campaign videos has resurfaced where he does some sort of I guess it's an interpretive dance of sorts. Have a look.
Hello, my name is Alex Dyson, and I'm running as the independent candidate for the seat of Wannon in the federal election. And here are my policies via the medium of interpretive dance.
The memes of that. The memes of that. Something we've tried to put to the back of our mind, and there it is again.
Look, this is what's wrong with our political system. Obviously, that fool, that moron who is a teal, he's apparently got money from Climate 200. He's wearing orange shirts. He's got Zoe Daniels in his corner, but we all know he's a teal, which means he's a Labor supporter. But it's appealing to the 10% of the morons in Wannon who thought that this was really a fun thing to do, to have a quirky guy. Now, he actually did really well after that, and it's got something like, 29% of the vote or something unbelievable.
Whoa.
So he is in, you know, Dan Tehan is facing a big contest. I think Dan Tehan is such a great performer. Hopefully the people from that seat will
apparently
realise.
he's being outperformed by this bloke with his interpretive dance.
Oh, my God.
It
just shows you what's wrong with the system.
It does. It just shows you exactly what's wrong with the teal system as well, Prue. Now, look, I've had to give my loser of the week this time round to the WA Premier Roger Cook because here is what he called the US Vice President JD Vance. Have a look.
JD Vance is a
knob. Sorry. You've got to have one unprofessional moment, don't you? That was it.
Now, look, this was during a Q&A ahead of the WA election, which is, of course, being held tomorrow. But I've got to say, it just shows the low calibre of the left of politics in this country, and it also made international headlines. Have a look at some of these from around the world. You can see it there. It made The Independent. But it later also prompted Roger Cook to apologise. Well, look, Prue, too little, too late, for goodness sake. It's embarrassing on the world stage that a local premier, and bear in mind, we've got a major ally in the US, and he's called him a knob.
No wonder Trump's not taking Albanese's call. Sorry about my throat.
No, that's all right. We've got you at the wrong time.
But, you know, Labor is just, it's got form now. I mean, to insult anybody who's working in the Trump administration is just so absurd. What's wrong with these people? They have no idea, and they are low rent. We know who's a knob, and it ain't JD Vance. After what that was said.
It's absolutely not JD Vance. But look, I mean, the WA election tomorrow, overall, just, it's going to be very interesting because Labor will retain the state. I spoke to Tina McQueen about this earlier. The Libs are absolutely on the nose there. They are floundering in the wilderness. But WA will be a kingmaker, there's no doubt, in the upcoming federal election. So that, I think, is what, Anthony Albanese will be very worried about. I'm sure we can expect him to go and visit WA multiple times during the campaign. Yeah, he probably will,
but I think where Dutton could win it is in Victoria because they're so on the nose. So let's hope that's the case.
Look, fingers crossed. Prue MacSween,